Hello everybody, this is Pastrytime and I'm bringing you yet another shoutcast from another Australian League of Legends tournament. This time I've got Aussie Underdogs versus some team I do not currently know the name of because I wasn't told, but I'm sure I'll get them for the title of the video when it does go up. So it's Aussie Underdogs on the bottom here. We've got AU Mayo on Udu, Ordino 3 on Brand, AU Ready Break on Ash, Mansalans on Jana, and AU Taipan on Yorick. For our friends over on the other side, I can't hit tab. For our friends over on the other side, we have Nubianus on Fiddlestick, Sorel on Caitlyn, Mitch Dar on Sona, The Doomed One on Gangplank, and Winclone on Galio. So some interesting team makeup here. Mostly standard picks, but it's nice to see the meta evolving, that's for sure. Gonna get some aggression now, of course, here from Udyr versus the Fiddlesticks jungle. Likely going for an invasion here. Reasonably strong level 1 team with Ash, Brand, and Jana and Udyr. So good damage there from Ash and Brand at level 1, and obviously great CC from Jana and Brandicus, who's probably taken Pillar of Flame for maximum beast mode. They're pinging here, going to invade, and this bush likely going to traverse over to the Wraith and see what they can do. Might just steal the red. They are on the right side for the red stealers. You can give red buff to your carry in the duo lane and bot there on purple side, and yeah, cause all kinds of problems for your opponents. So just waiting in the bush now, probably waiting on a clairvoyance. This is of course from the TT Esports Charity Challenge. It's an amateur tournament running over 2 days. There's CV there at the blue, so they know where Fiddles and friends are. It is an amateur tournament organised by TT Esports. That's Thermaltake, and so they're good people over at cybergamer.com.au. Fortunately, there's been a disconnect there for Galio, which is bad times. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Looks like Caitlyn has put down a chat new Wraiths, so they likely do know that Aussie Underdogs are in fact chilling here near their Wraiths. Just as a hang on a second. It looks like there is going to be an invasion there from Aussie Underdogs. As I adjust my scroll speed, do something acceptable. That's not quite right. We'll call this acceptable. Oh look, Gameplay might get himself caught there, but no, flashes out of the Giant Tornado, not a problem at all. Nice job there from AU taking out the race, and Yorick's going to teleport top. We're going to have Jana Ash bottom, and of course we're going to have Brand over here in middle. So it's going to be Brand against... Ooh, that's interesting. I guess... Galio? Yeah, Brand against Galio, there we are. Gangplank versus Yorick in top, and Ash Jana versus the very, very normal... Oh, it's not Caitlyn Tarek. What? Oh, Caitlyn Sona. Sorry, no Tarek. Tarek was probably banned this game. If I know Australian League of Legends teams at all. So John and Ash, of course, a classic combination. Big thanks as well to Aussie Underdogs for providing me with these replays. You guys can go check them out on their website. I'll probably put a link to that in the description. I was talking to the Mayor from AU, and he said that hopefully we'll be posting more of their replays and stuff, so you guys can get a feel for how these guys play, and get into some Aussie esports. So big thanks to them for giving me these replays to cast. This tournament was recently, so the first day was I think yesterday, and got a couple of games today. Nice tornado there from Jana, actually getting Caitlyn for the full amount. Very rare that you actually hit a Howling Gale for the full amount on a stationary carry, but Caitlyn does take all the damage to the face very happily. Udyr, of course, jungling it up. They did take the Wraiths, he's gone over and he's going to Phoenix stance, of course, but Phoenix style obviously sounds cooler. He's going to Phoenix style all the Noggle creeps. Take him out. Looks like Brand's having a little bit of trouble there against Galio, who's of course pushing like a madman, as he does. And looks, he's got a Meki pendant. Oh, it is a Meki pendant. Wow, I actually remember the name of that item. He's got a Meki pendant there, probably going to be building it into a Chalice of Harmony. And there's Fiddlesticks, of course, finishing up his jungle. It looks like the Wraiths didn't hurt too much, of course. Fiddlesticks has his blue, so he can pretty much jungle indefinitely as long as he has it, and as long as there are creeps to take. So Fiddlesticks might be a level behind also. Or not a level, he might be a bit behind. Ooh, actually getting caught in a trap at half health, not good. Jana there, of course, shielding. Pulled of a Peacemaker, just missing Ash's face. Ooh, and first blood there. Looks like Gangplank and Yorick had a fight. Ooh, Yorick almost gets away there. They decided to trade some kills, some early aggression, and a huge mining wave there pushing for... Man, I really wish I knew the other teams down. Pushing for blue. Looks like more action down on bottom. Jana there's going to get caught by Kate and Sona. Going to take a lot of damage, going to tornado them away, but just going to live. Unnecessarily shielding herself at the end there. But that's okay. Jana probably going to have to go back. No, she's going to pop a potion and keep going. Definitely got to be careful. Caitlyn anything really, but Caitlyn Sona's not the most aggressive lane, but Caitlyn herself is just an absolute beast at low levels, and Ash is certainly a carry that doesn't do all that well early. Has in fact no escapes. Some great utility obviously, and a great teamfight presence if you can use her slows and her stuns really well. But as good as Ash Jana is as a lane, it's definitely hard to lane against the Caitlyn, and Jana of course having absolutely no heal. no way to really sustain Ash. Once she loses Ash, she can only shield Ash. Apart from an ultimate, which doesn't count, by the way, for anyone ever trying to use that argument. Yeah, not being able to sustain Ash is going to have trouble. Every time Ash takes damage, it's pretty much permanent. She's right in front of me. She did start Boots 3 potions, which is very common, especially against the lane that's aggressive. Nice tornado there from Jaina to keep Caitlyn off Ash's back, but Ash is again really low, burning through those potions quickly, and Caitlyn's Doran's Blade's going to prove to cause a lot of problems. Pills of a Peacemaker they're just missing. Nice Zephyr there. But of course, Sona going to come to be really aggressive too. Sona, one of those interesting supports that I personally don't like all that much, but I've certainly seen lots and lots of Sona being played. Oh, huge gank on top, but while I stopped talking, looks like Fiddlesticks came up to gank Yorick, but he's just going to be able to get away. I don't know how he got away from Red Buff Fiddle and Gangplank, but whatever. Nice job there from Taipan, managing to avoid getting killed. Probably going to want to, depending on how much health he has, maybe go back, get a ward, and I try and hope that doesn't happen again. Brand as well. It seems to be still having trouble against Galio, who has now picked up. No, he's just got some potions. Doesn't have a Chalice of Harmony yet. Although, again, it could be bugged from low replay, but who knows? He's looks like he's just aggressively pushing Brand here, so Galio might get himself ganked, but Brand's having a lot of trouble pushing minions off that tower as Galio continues to spam down with his spells. Ash, again, probably taking a lot of damage. A really good aggression here coming from Caitlyn and Sona. And certainly Caitlyn Sona is a lot more of an aggressive lane than Jaina Ash. So for those of you wondering how Jaina Ash works, because most random Ash getting caught by a trap there again, but no Piltover Peacemaker as a follow-up, thankfully. Basically, Jaina gives the AD light Ash, because Ash doesn't have a whole lot of damage to the item. She's got no steroids of her own, only utility on her spells. Sona actually missing from lane. Wonder if it's Sona ganks incoming. Probably not. She's probably just gone back for items. Yeah. So Jaina not only gives Ash bonus AD with her shield, which also obviously protects her, but between the tornado, glacial, enchanted crystal arrow, that's the one, and volley, as well as Ash's obviously frost shot. Between all the slows, the stuns, and the CC, you can often kite your way through a lane, and Ash actually does a reasonable amount of damage at low levels between her passive sometimes giving her crits, or giving her certainly more crit than you would expect from normal carry with no items, and a decent amount of AD with the Eye of the Storm done as E, that's a shield. Ready Break actually going to go back now. Fancies himself some other items, probably going to go get a Doran's Blade. Yep, there's a Doran's Blade. There are 2 Doran's Blades in fact, and a ward and 3 potions. I really like that. That's going to help Ash stay alive in this lane, which is what she needs. Interesting to see if Ash goes for Wriggles actually. It's not, I guess, the best item on Ash, but certainly against lots of Caitlyn lanes. I mean, just in general, but definitely against Caitlyn lanes, I've seen, Jaina, they're going to take some RS from Sona, who's hiding in the bush like she's Garen or Tarek. Nice job there. But yeah, I've seen a lot of Wriggles against, particularly against Caitlyn lanes, just because it gives you the armor and the lifesteal it gives you. Plus the ability to obviously push waves and do neutral buffs like Dragon and Baron is really helpful, and it pretty much just allows you to, I mean, Caitlyn, of course, Sona, they're actually just warding there. Looks like she's maybe going to ward up that blue as well. Obviously I can't see. Oh, nice heavy there to check. So no, don't know if she had a ward. She probably did. So, interesting to see if blue makes a move for that blue buff at all, which of course is not currently up. I believe Udyr actually has it at the moment. Yes, he does. There he is. AU Mayo chilling down in bottom, hoping to get a gank. Obviously, I'm assuming the rest of bot's warded, but given how pushed they are, I don't think Mayo's going to get a gank without some really hot ingenuity there from Udyr. Anyway, so Wriggles is what I was talking about. Basically, all of Kate's early game damage comes from her spells, which really hurt. Especially with someone with a stun like Tarek. You end up getting Piltover Peacemaker for the full amount, pretty much with absolutely no effort there on the Caitlyn player. But I'm actually missing as well. Looks like there's a gank going on in mid. Udyr did try and gank the Galio, who'd been pushing aggressively, but Galio does manage to flash out of there, putting Bulwark on himself just to make sure everything's okay, and that actually might force Galio to be moved back a little bit more, so Brand might not have quite as much trouble in this lane as he was getting pushed out quite badly there. Looks like Galio's actually going to build a Catalyst. That's a really interesting build. I haven't seen that one. Mechie Pendant Catalyst. I guess he just really wanted to spam and push the waves down, and given the way he's been playing against this Brand, that's exactly what's been happening. So there you go, Mechie Pendant it is. Of course, he could build that into something like Tear of the Goddess if he really wanted to, but that would be highly strange. Looks like Yorick and Gangplank are having a fight there too. Wonder who's going to win? Looks like no one. Yorick, of course, chasing down Gangplank with his ghouls. Can't obviously see the health bars here due to low replay, but I think Yorick probably came out on top of that one. Yorick definitely has more sustain than Gangplank, so as that lane goes on further and Yorick gets more items, Gangplank's going to have a harder and harder time to push him out of lane, despite having some decent sustain as well. Back in bot, we've seen the supports are all missing, and it's carries farming against each other. Ooh, nice kill there from Brand, picking up Galio in mid. Looks like Brand's definitely taking control of this lane. Sork Boots probably helped a ton there against the MR heavy Galio, who's often seen now in mid. We see him in mid and top, but I've seen him probably more in mid, generally, given that A, he's kind of hard to play in top, and B, he actually turns out to be a pretty good anti-mage, given that he gets AP for stacking magic resist, which is a fairly good way of beating other carries. Well, Fiddlesticks there coming out from nowhere. Nice brush gank. Johnny going to get dropped immediately after silence. An exhaust there from, I believe from Ash. It's not where Jana has it. Yeah, an exhaust there from Ash. Gonna be a bit too late in the damage. A defensive enchanted crystal there coming out from Ash. And Udu looks like he's streaming down, trying to see if he can save Ash from this 3-man push. But that was a nice gank from Fiddlesticks, coming out of the brush from nowhere, dealing an absolute beast amount of damage. And these three are going to push as hard as they possibly can. Of course, if you don't know that one, guys, that's a brush gank. So you basically, more action here coming in. Udu losing about a third to 50. Yeah, 30 to 50% of his health there. Just trying to come in there to save. I don't think they can actually do anything with Caitlyn's range. Beating down this tower. Mayo's going to go in there, but he's going to drop immediately. That was a really, really risky move and did not pay off at all, unfortunately. He only managed to get himself killed, was his only achievement. Looks like Galio here is doing a number on Brand still. Despite that early kill, looks like Galio's continuing to take a lead over this lane, and he will sustain better. Actually, Blasting on coming out from Auto No 3. That's an interesting build as well from Brand. Normally you see Brands go for AP carry, not just Brands, but AP carries in general, go for a 2 or 3 Doran's rings, and really try and get some health, get some extra AP, and of course get some mana regen. It helps you stay in lane, gives you a really nice advantage early game. But ooh, looks like Jono might be disconnected as well. That is not a way to win when your bot lane gets assaulted. You get a double kill, the triple kill down in bot. Actually, it was a double then one more, so kind of like a retroactive triple. And yeah, when you don't want to support to DC, especially when they're already having trouble against Caitlyn Sona. So this game might not go on for too long, but we'll see what AU can do here. Behind by 1 kill. Neither team has actually gone for Dragon yet, at least not that I can see. They have had it ordered for most of the time. Yorick still going after Gangplank, doing a good job there. And Brand looks like he's still continuing to have trouble against this Galio. Who's actually going to get donated blue buff by Udyr. See if that can't help him out. That should really give him the ability to push the wave harder. I mean, he's got that blasting one. He's gone for a lot more upfront AP than a bit more survivability. So if it's the pushing game he's worried about, Brand should be able to absolutely take this. I mean, he hasn't been ganked once. I don't really know what he's afraid of, but look how he's playing it safe. Galio is missing. We're going to head back down bottom here, of course, relentlessly pushing on this tower now that Jana has unfortunately disconnected. Oh, there's the reconnect from Jana, so that wasn't too bad. Looks like this tower is going to go down. Udyr, they're going to come in. Ari does come in, but a little bit late on the best end, which doesn't actually happen. Really nice defensive hold there from Sona. Caitlyn actually picking up Ace in the hole coming out, might actually snag him. Wow, nice there from Caitlyn. Ash not there in time to block Ace in the hole from hitting her teammate, and Gangplank there, of course, ulting from across the map. Ooh, Fiddlesticks there in top, so looks like he's gonna try and gank. Looks like he's gonna try and gank Yorick, excuse me, but with no Gangplank follow up, unfortunately. Bit of miscommunication between the teams there, but. Looks like they couldn't pick that up on Yorick, although he might actually get killed there. Nice fear from Yorick coming out. Lots of damage ignite there onto Yorick. His ultimate comes out as well. Yep, does pick up Taipan, no problem. Taipan's of course gonna chase him. Actually ends up killing Fiddlesticks. Now gonna chase with his Revenant. Red buff Yorick pretty good, even after he dies. But no, his ulti's gonna time out there, and sadly no second kill. But nice job there trading. But it was a very aggressive dive from Fiddles and Gangplank, I will say. So Brand again, still having trouble against this Galio. He's now finished a Catalyst. It actually looks like he abandoned his Mechie pendant. So I guess that was, yeah, he sold it. He's got boots and a Catalyst now, and a couple of potions. So looks like Galio really just wanted to push early. I mean, that's interesting. I've definitely never seen that one before. The good old buy the Mechie pendant and then don't turn it into anything build. But it seemed to work out for him. I did expect Chalice of Harmony, definitely. So I'm interested not to see that. But I do like Catalyst as well, especially against someone with as much burst as Brand does. Jana, of course, now severely underleveled. Doesn't even have her ultimate yet. He isn't level 6. This tower's probably going to go down. Jana taking a ton of damage over from Caitlyn, and there's a free kill for Sona. Not a problem. They definitely wanted to give that one to Caitlyn instead, but a kill's a kill, so you're not going to argue as long as you get it. And yeah, that disconnect really hurting Aussie Underdogs here. Jana not really able to to do all that much. Looks like Yorick's actually going to come over and steal blue buff from Fiddle. This could be huge. I don't know how low Fiddle is, but Yorick's definitely going to try and fight him for it. Nice smite there from Fiddlesticks picking up his own blue buff, and he's going to run away. Galio coming in there. Nice taunt onto Taipan, but Brand and Udo are reinforcing. Totally thought Brand was on the other team for a second. Nice stun there from Brand. Pillar Flame coming out and the ultimate, and it's going to pick off Galio there. No bounces, didn't need them, just straight up bam, ult to the face. And that's actually nice. Brand actually picks up Blue Side's blue buff for himself, and looks like they're going to 3-man push top. Bot tower, of course, did go down during that engagement, not too surprising, given that Jana pretty much got melted instantly. Flash there from Gangplank, going to get him out of the way. Bot tower is going down, so that's going to put Ashe behind in farm. It is now 121 for Caitlyn versus 78 CS for Ashe, so yeah, having a support disconnected and kind of being in a bad lane anyway. I mean, you can... Ooh, ulti there coming out from Gangplank. Looks like they're going to attempt to tower dive, but Taipan's going to back off on Yorick. Looks like Gangplank will successfully defend his turret. Ooh, very aggressive there from Brand, going to take quite a few tower hits. Actually, in Knight as well, he's got to be careful though. I can't imagine he's got all that much HP left. Oh, he's actually going to pick him off there. Brand's passive and the Ignite actually getting the kill. Very nice work there, but they're going to teleport top here, and they're not going to be able to push any further. Mate, Udyr, of course, going back. Yorick going to continue pushing, but blue side here going to keep their top tower. Really nicely done. In bot, did I see Berserker? Oh yeah, Berserker isn't. Never mind, that's normal. I thought I saw it in Galio. That confused me. Berserker Grave Galio, that would be a good one. Looks like they've abandoned bottom lane here, but double buff Fiddlestick's going to come down. Poor little Jana, only now level 6, so she will have her ultimate, but that's not going to do much good. Caitlyn, of course, beast pushing mid there with a huge wave of minions. Udyr going to come and try and get the bear stance done. He's actually going to get it. Oh, whoa, that was buggy. I don't know if he was just out of range or what, but no stun there, unfortunately. Fiddlestick's not going aggressive onto Ashe. Jana there with a nice shield there. Can she get a tornado to get her away? Oh, really nice flash shot there from Sona, actually snagging both of them. And a beautiful follow-up there from Fiddlesticks. Amazing AoE work, and pick up an easy double kill. And that was quite a play there. I am impressed. I don't think... Because if you think about it right, what had to happen there was that Fiddles was calling, I'm going to use my ult in the brush. And Sona was like, alright, so she flash stunned them, and then Fiddles immediately followed up with the ultimate. And the stun story on Sona's ult, it's not very long, so that was a very impressive piece of coordination. Of course, Yorick looks like he's going down again, going to use his Revenant to try and pick up a kill, but Gangplank's going to pick him off, and his ultimate time's out there. So Yorick not going to pick up any more kills. Galio looks like he's roaming around the map now, just doing whatever he wants. Dragon Beam picked up there from blue side between Fiddlesticks, Caitlyn, and Sona. That's going to be an easy dragon. And it looks like Fiddle's probably going to smite it as well. Ooh, just miss smites there, but not a problem. Ooh, Enchanted Crystal coming down for the potential splash damage steal, of course. Enchanted Crystal travels through all minions and neutral monsters, I should say. Ooh, Eisenhold there coming out on Jana. Look like she's going to take a lot of damage just living there, barely on about 60 HP. Brand, of course, being caught there by Galio. Can I get over there in time? Almost. Probably click on my minimap more. And Udyr looks like he's covering top there against Gangplank, who's probably got a ton of farm at this point. Yeah, ooh, 88 to 89 from Yorick. So actually quite even there, although Gangplank, of course, has been ganked quite a few more times. Looks like Nubianis there on Fiddlesticks, he's going to steal the blue. They're actually going to kill all the minions, so they're going to try and get the respawn timer. And they can aggressively just pushing down mid. She does already have a Bloodthirster, so... definitely the bottom lane did not go as planned for AU, so they're having some severe problems dealing with pretty much every champion on the other team there. Nice pillar there from Brand snagging Caitlyn there, but definitely all the advantages are not in their favour at this moment, so we're going to have to see what happens. The landing phase is pretty much over. Most of the towers, so a lot of the towers on AU side are actually gone. They have no towers of their own, unfortunately. They're going to have to try and play defensive, but get some fun. But there's Fiddlesticks coming in as well. Jana immediately drops. Brand going to put his ultimate there. He's actually going to kill Fiddlesticks and flash out over the wall. So nice play from Brand there. But yeah, that was a trade. That was actually a pretty bad trade. Although I think they got Udyr in the process as well. So if it was 2-for-1, which I mistakenly may have not seen, and that's a fine play from Fiddles, and Fiddles doing really well. They're kind of being everywhere at once, and he's had some really clutch ultis. Sona here actually going to get aggressive. Nothing trying to crystallize. They're being blocked by Sona. Really nice job. Definitely don't want your carry to be stunned in that situation. Even if you don't think they're in danger, you need the one that does the damage, that actually shoots people in the face to really get in there. Big wave there, pushing that on blue. Looks like waves pretty much pushing everywhere. Taipan actually on Yorick going back there. Gangplank continuing to stay in lane. Let's see what he's got built up. There's an Avarice Blade, a Philosopher's Stone. Looks like he's building Mercury Treads there with a Null Magic Mantle and his Boots of Speed. And he's got a Wriggles Lantern, of course. So he's going super sustained, pushy late game Gangplank. He's got 2 gold per 10 items. When he eventually sells them off, he'll probably build the Avarice Blade into a Yomu's, and Philosopher's Stone usually into Shirelli's wherever. Although he could build He could build Elisei's Miracle as well, but I think he's going to get the Tenacity from Mech Treads. Going to orange out there, get some health back. Remove all the CC. Oh, looks like it's a three or four man gank under Gangplank, but he looks like he might be able to get away just in time. I mean, no stuns, no slows, no nothing, and of course that would have been some nice timing if they caught him. But looks like Gangplank managed to read that one. Probably had it ordered, and no damage there. No damage there, sadly, for AU. Gangplank content to just continue farming, and yeah, once he hits late game, he's gonna be a serious problem. That's an interesting build. I'm interested to see what his first big item will be, because he's currently building a lot of little small items. So Sona, of course, Sona now with an Oracle is very nicely done, taking out a bunch of wards. She's got her 2 gold per 10 items and her Mercury Treads. Really nice gold per kind of support, gold per 10 oriented build. But Mercury Treads I really like there as well. Wow, they're actually trying to do Baron. I don't know if AU actually know about this. I mean, I can see Fiddlesticks. Maybe they can just see him. Fiddles might have been actually trying to kind of one-man it for a while there. No, nothing going to happen. 2 wards actually now in the back of Baron. Oh, and a huge team fight going in. Beautiful Sona on Galio is going to come with the Zoltai. Beautiful flash roll. Tons of damage being dealt. Now Udu goes down immediately. So does Yorick, so does Udu, so does Bran. That's pretty much an ace, and anyone lives? No one lives. Oh, no. Ash lived, actually. She was all the way bottom. So that was a 5v4. I didn't even realize. And that's going to be a free Baron here for that team. And I think that's got to be GG. That's, yeah. Taipan in chat noting about that AoE team. And if there was ever a fight where AoE was going to be good, that was it. That was a beautiful Sona ult into Galio ult, into Fiddle ult. And that's what you want when you have an AoE team. And really, really poor choice of engagement spots there from AU. They were obviously concerned about Baron, which of course this team now have. Gangplank still, pushing top like a baller. He doesn't even need to help. He doesn't need to help get Baron. Caitlyn, they're going to poke at him, but he's going to get away. So Aussie Underdogs really on the back foot there, but I mean, they're obviously concerned about Baron, and it's awkward being on purple because of course you're behind Baron here. You have to come in this way, or just flash over the back, which isn't really ideal. And of course blue side just get to kind of walk in this way, no problem. So definitely abusing a bit of the map there, being able to take out Baron. But yeah, they decided to fight here in this little choke, and there's ultimates everywhere up in this area. And yeah, that's you're not going to win against that, that's for sure. So we'll see what Aussie Underdogs can do now. I'm very impressed they haven't surrendered yet, despite having that early disconnect, which did really hurt their bottom lane. And obviously poor little Jana here, still not even level 10, still single-digit levels, level 8 now. I think has died almost every fight, which doesn't seem like that bad idea. I mean, her build's fine; she's pretty much got what she needs. But Sona's gonna have more support items. Once you have your core gold per 10 as a support, you don't really need you can start building items to help your team. Aid to the Legion, Soul Shroud you see every now and then. Is that what it's called? Soul Shroud. Oh man, can I shop? Can I shop and check what the item's called? No, I'm not gonna do that. I think it's Soul Shroud, the one that gives you reduced cooldowns aura and mana regen. It's not very good, but I think that's what it's called. Stark's Fervor I've seen every now and then on Sonas just for fun. It's actually not too bad. You can go Aurabot, Sona, and all that stuff. But stuff like Aid to the Legion, Trailers Reverie, obviously a big one. I think that's the one I was trying to think of. John here defending against Galio, that's not going to work too well. And of course the Fed Caitlyn and the very scary Sona now, who's actually building a blasting one, going for some AP. That's a bit cheeky. Going to be pushing down onto a nice arrow there from Ash, but Fiddlestick's actually there for the follow-up. Oh, and Fiddlestick's not even going to need to be there. That was an absolute amazing amount of damage. Nice ult there again from Sona. Immobilizing Ash long enough that Caitlyn was easily able to pick her off with all her abilities, and ace in the hole, smashing her right in the noggin just at the end there for maximum damage. Gangplank actually still pushing the absolute crap out of top right now. Looks like he's going for a Trinity Force after that, so he's got a Philistone. He had the Philistone before. He's got a Sheen and a Phage now. And he's looking pretty scary. I mean, he's basically split pushing. His ultimate is obviously global, so we can always use it. Udyr actually going to try and chase him down, but I think he'll be fine. He's going to continually kite with slows and parlays. Ooh, Mayo actually might die here from the Doomed one. Gangplank looking pretty good. He's just still kiting with parlay. I've got to be careful. Udyr's an all-melee champion. And of course, lots of craziness going on. Jana trying to use her ultimate to get away there. But it looks like a Galio Fiddlesticks follow-up. And a nice tower over there onto bottom tower is going to all but secure this game. Looks like Aussie Underdogs, I believe this was the first game they played in this tournament. They did send me a couple of games, so you'll see them again, guys. But it is double Ilium as well. So it looks like the brackets will be... So it looks like they'll be dropping down a bracket this game, but we'll see what they can do in the next few games that they've sent me. So we'll be casting all of those and all that stuff. But yeah, definitely, I mean, the disconnect hurt them. I'd certainly agree with that. But, I mean, the lane was already bad to begin with, and, they weren't quite playing the lane right. If you're going to play against Caitlyn as Jana Ash, you really have to be on point with all your shields. And Oh, pretty much play perfectly. I mean, I'm not like overly criticizing the way Mansalans plays because obviously, I mean, the disconnect just what are you gonna do? You disconnected. It sucks. But yeah, being already behind the being kind of automatically behind already in that lane, getting more behind just because of a very unfortunate disconnect, and then just some absolutely beautiful play here from the other team. I can't fault them at all. I mean, sure they took advantage of the disconnect a little bit on bot, but of course they're just taking Dragon again, probably for the billionth straight time. But this Fiddlesticks MVP right here, and he's wow, that's some farm. He's got a Rabadon's and a large rod and a Cater's lucky pick, like he needed more AP. Probably, I guess going to be on his Hourglass, but he went straight Death Cap, which is rare on a Fiddlesticks. He generally wants some tankiness, but looks like he's absolutely content with where he's at, and he's gonna build the Rabadons first, no problem. So Gamepack here now has finished his Trinity Force. He's got another Cloth Armor, probably building. Oh man, he can build anything with that Cloth Armor. He's not going to build a second Wriggles. He's not that guy, but might end up building Thornmail. Who knows? I don't know what he needs, but he got that Cloth Armor. He's like, I need more armor, man. it's getting crazy. Oh, yeah, I have no idea what he's building. Nope, no idea. Could be building anything. It doesn't actually. He just wanted more armor. Why not? He's not afraid of any of the. He's not afraid of Brand apparently. Fiddlesticks, of course, still with a blue buff. Now finished his on his Hourglass. And Galio now split pushing. This team split push. Oh, nice build there from Galio. He's got Aiders to the Legion, Rod of Aiders, and of course a Negatron Cloak. Most of which actually contribute AP here. Looks like Caitlin's going to get aggressive as well. Oh, beautiful. Again, another perfect Fiddlesticks ult there, and a beautiful Zon his Hourglass. Beautiful follow-up ult there from Sona. That's, what's that ult called? Pout? No, Crescendo, I think. Nice, it's Ultimate, who cares? Nice Crescendo there from Sona. I hope that's what it's called. Ooh, a little bit of a mana ace in the hole there from Caitlyn. Just going to try and do some damage to the Ash, force her off the turret so they can do maximum damage. Looks like they are going for the win now. More tail dives are incoming. Brand gets melted immediately by this Caitlyn who's got like a billion items. Yep. Phantom Dancer BF Surd, and Ash of course goes down again. Phantom Dancer BF Surd Bloodthirst, so no problems. And a beautiful pusher. So AU are going to drop down into the loser bracket. Again, I'm going to be casting a couple more of those games. Looks like some Nexus dives might be in order. There's the Fountain Dive from Galio. He gets picked off by Joanna. That's got to be embarrassing. Caitlyn, they're taking a lot of damage too. Gangplank is all taking a lot of damage. Fiddlesticks looks like he's draining him at the fountain. They do manage to pick off Joanna again. And I've never seen a team fight at the fountain be quite so action-packed, guys. So that was Aussie Underdogs versus team I sadly don't know the name of, but they played exceptionally well, and I was a very big fan of that Fiddlesticks. Anyway, stay tuned, guys. There's going to be a couple more games coming up, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.